How's it going, everyone? This is Maximilian, and you're watching Modern Warfare 3 The Online Warrior, and in this episode we're going to be talking a little bit about all the patches that happened in the past week or so for Modern Warfare 3. So let's jump right into it, and it's the one that had a lot of people talking, and it had a lot of people wondering what they were going to do about it, and it was the patching of a couple of weapons in this game. And more notably, it's the Type-95, and it was the Akimbo FMG 9s. So what the problem with these weapons is that even with the Type-95 from up close, it kills in 2 bullets. The gun does 55 shots at close range. 55 points of damage at close range. So that literally meant that if you just hip fired at close range, it would instantly put a guy down, technically making it better than a shotgun, but then it was also an effective long-range weapon. The FMGs also had a big issue where they were brutally overpowered. Their rate of fire was ridiculously high for the amount of damage output and how concentrated the fire was. You can actually be deadly accurate with Steady Aim or Steady Aim Pro with these weapons because it would just do so much damage in a small concentrated area. It was by far ridiculous, and it was pretty fair to compare them to the Model 1887s of Modern Warfare 2. So let's talk about what they did to these weapons to make them not so brutally overpowered. A lot of people still say the Type-95 takes a lot of skill to use, but my biggest issue is that it kills so fast up close, and that seems a little unfair for things like even shotguns and SMGs to not kill in 2 bullets. But I was thinking that they were going to lower the close range damage of the Type-95, and surprisingly they didn't. What they ended up doing to the gun is changing the reticle size. So for example, when you hip fire with a certain weapon, the reticle is different sizes depending on how big the spread is. And the spread for the Type-95, even from hip fire, was rather concentrated. If you stuck steady aim in there, you literally did not have to aim the gun from even close or mid-range in some situations. It just instantly put people down. But what they did is they increased the spread size a little bit so the gun doesn't shoot so much in a small concentrated area. So that's kind of a welcome thing, but it didn't change the fact that the weapon still has incredible damage. Even sometimes burst firing or just hip firing up close will get you a kill. And the Type-95 can easily be considered one of the best guns, if not the best gun in the game still. So if we want to talk about the FMGs, well, the FMGs seem to get nerfed a little bit more than the Type-95 did, but it got the exact same thing to happen to it. Essentially, its reticle size during hipfire was reduced, and it's still ridiculously effective. It's still perhaps one of the best akimbo weapons up close for close range. But for that mid to long range distance where before it was still a really good gun, now it is not as much. It's still completely beasts up close, but it's not nearly as crazy effective as it used to be. And with that hipfire spread that now goes in multiple different directions instead of being concentrated, you really feel it. It takes a lot longer to put a guy down because the shots are so sporadic. So you definitely see the FMGs changed a lot more than the Type-95. But what I'm kind of disappointed is that they didn't go as far as to make the weapons like similar to other weapons. Essentially, for the FMG, you get the ability of a really high fire rate with low damage, and for the Type-95, you get a powerful burst and accurate weapon, but you sacrifice like fire rate. And these guns are still really good. It's surprising that that's all they did. So leave a comment below if you guys agree that the changes to these weapons was kind of minuscule. You still don't see much of a difference during online play, in my opinion. I still think the Type-95 is great, and the FMGs are easily one of the best secondaries you can be running around with that's an actual gun. And the last patch that came out was one that was addressing the lag compensation that many are talking about. So lag compensation has been in Modern Warfare 3 since essentially Call of Duty 4, when IW started the new series of Call of Duty games. But the problem is that ever since Black Ops and ever since Modern Warfare 3, the lag has been an issue. There's always been a big problem with lag. It got a lot better in Black Ops, but now it's perhaps the worst thing about Modern Warfare 3, and it's affecting so many players, and everyone is not on an even playing field. So what they tried to do was address this issue by giving people more of a fair advantage. And quite literally, I've been playing the game for a couple of days with this new patch to fix the lag and the lag compensation, and quite literally I have seen absolutely no difference. So I honestly hope that Modern Warfare 3 starts to take the path of Black Ops, where Black Ops started fixing the issues, and Black Ops the connection problems became much less over time. But if you guys have also run into the same thing where you really don't think that the last 2 patches have done that much, leave a comment below. If you found something that is proving like really heavy information that, wow, like these patches are actually severely affecting and fixing things, then I'd also like to know, and it'd be great if you left a comment for that as well. But I'm really curious to see the path that Modern Warfare 3 is taking, because this issue with the lag is really affecting the game, and hopefully, or I hope, that it gets fixed very soon. But that would be just about it for this episode. If you guys would like to see other Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentaries, along with some parodies, some funny videos, and some weapon breakdowns, I'm working on those right now, or you can find them on my channel at youtube.com/miles923. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Maximilian, signing out.